Can you believe this movement right over here? This is the 30-minute time frame. Each candlestick right over here is 30 minutes, right? The market absolutely opened with a bomb, a total crash. Just look at this. This is where the market opened. This was our weekly analysis right about this zone, and it opened over here and it just crashed right down to the bottom. I mean, who saw that coming? But guess what? Whilst everyone was panicking, I was loading up with the whole team right over here. Let me tell you, Nasdaq absolutely exploded after that initial shock, right? I managed to snag an incredible 500 pips just right over here, and each candlestick, remember, is 30 minutes, so we absolutely obliterated this market. So what you're thinking, how did I do it? Well, stick around because I'm about to break it down for you. I will show you exactly what happened, the trades I took, and they always say that where fear is, that is where all the opportunities are. But if you can't handle the heat, you stay out of the kitchen. Before we dive right into the setups and all, if you're new to the channel, welcome. We trade the Nasdaq over here. If you're returning, welcome back. You already know what's up. Don't forget to hit the like button, turn your post notifications, and subscribe to the channel. Now let's go right onto these charts. Right over there, you can see the market just dropped. In the morning, we just woke up and saw this drop. It was absolutely insane, and it had a gap, right? From our weekly analysis, that was not what we expected. So I was like, let me just make another one in case every single person is just still looking forward to that, right? You can see this gap right over there, and I already knew that during the Asian session, right, this is when the whole chaos began. Like, what kind of Asian session would ever move with such a big momentum, right? So looking at the Nasdaq right over here on the daily time frame, you could see that, right, we could draw a little trend line over here like this, right, on the daily time frame. And this is just simple technical analysis, regardless of the fundamentals playing a major role in all of these crashes, right? So we did draw a trend line, and notice we have a horizontal ray that I was speaking about in the previous video yesterday, right? And look at the position where the market currently is. So I obviously know that this is a major point in the market and it has to reject off of that level or break out. But I already saw the market rejecting on lower time frames. I absolutely went in for the buying signal right over here and dropped it in the inner circle, of course, because you already know that we're going to be eating with the whole team. So this was our first trade for this week by Nasdaq, and look at how it just rejected off of this level, right? It absolutely just started going up to the top. So we were targeting that initial, gap right over there during the London session. So this was the London session where we entered, and we got like a good, 45-minute trade right over there. It's over 45 minutes, a little over 45 minutes, right? That's like a 2-hour trade, right? 2 hours in the trade, absolutely killed it. So obviously, we exited the trade and we saw gold after a few hours during the day, and the same strategy, we drew our trend line right over there. I know that it's either going to break out or reject off of this level. So what did gold do? You can see that we still had the same level right over there. I always want to consider my levels, right? So I considered this level right over here, and I already saw on a smaller time frame gold rejecting. Look at it. It was rejecting at this zone. So I absolutely went in, same thing for the buying trades on gold, and we just traded this thing right to the top. I drew a trend line right over here from the top, so I was targeting the trend line, obviously, right? I want the market to go back to the trend line for me to look for exit positions, right? And then what did Nasdaq do? Just went back to our initial entry point that we had during the London session, and currently we are in the New York session. You obviously know that I have the exact same setup. The market just went back to my entry point. You can see that it also formed a little double bottom right at that zone, so it came back to retest the same level, right? So obviously you already know what I did. I absolutely just went and told the whole team that we are back to our entry point, meaning we're going to enter the same positions with the exact same lot sizes and stop losses, right? Look at what the market just did. Shot up right back to the top. Remember, this time frame is a 30-minute time frame. Each candlestick is 30 minutes. Also monitoring my gold trade right over here. So I was in 2 trades at the same time, even though the gold trade was kind of like at a resistance zone where I was thinking that it's going to now just start reversing. So right? Without doing too much, I just exited the gold trade right over here, right? I did not want to lose the profits that I already made, because I think it's going to just reject off of this zone. If it keeps pushing, yeah, it's going to reject off of this level right over here. But if it does keep pushing, then I'm already out out of the trade. Let me just monitor and focus on this Nasdaq trade. I have already taken a few profits. I'm already out of this trade. I'm holding one position that you're seeing running over here. And let's just do a little, reanalysis. Let's just reanalyze this market. You can see that at this level, look at the way the market just rejected off of this trend line on the daily time frame, right? This shows that the buyers are taking control of this market, even though it is crashing. I understand that the market is crashing. These conditions where a lot of people are panicking, I want to be looking for opportunities, right? Technical analysis is telling me that yes, the market is crashing, but you can see that we have good price action, we have good technical analysis, and I am just going to draw a trend line right over here like this. It has broken out of the trend line. You can clearly see that, and obviously you already know when we break a trend line, we just want a little retracement. But if it forms a little build up at this zone, I am going to keep holding my one position, stick to my bullish bias on the Nasdaq, right? And I want to see how it actually then turns out. But just remember that if you cannot take the heat, you stay out of the kitchen, right? If you did enjoy that video, don't forget to hit the like button, turn your post notifications, and subscribe to the channel. With that, it's been Tino, and I'll see you in the next lit video. Peace.